Yo, 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 it's Rome Streetz in the building. Live with AllHipHop.com. You already know. Skrrr.
What's the word, shit, man? Slap Shot. You here from Times Square One World Studios for AllHipHop.com. Right now, I have a very special guest. Let the people know who you are.
Yo, 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 it's Rome Streetz in the building.
That's a fact, man.
You already
Man.
know.
Yo, man. You've been Yo, man. I've been hearing about you like underground for like years upon years. My man Eddie Kane, man. I've been rocking with him for about like a 10, 12 years. You
Nice,
understand what I'm saying?
nice.
And he put me onto you. And I seen you guys open like at NEM shit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So to see that even that relationship is still intact, but he put me on you like years and
Kane
years
was the
ago.
Bro, man.
That's a fact, man. But it's
Kane
been
was
a
the bro,
journey
man.
for you, man.
Oh, yeah. Hell
Yo,
yeah,
man. So first
Hell
and foremost,
yeah.
can you tell people when did you first like start taking a rap seriously?
I would say I first started taking rap really seriously probably like 2011, 12.
Mm,
But, I've been rapping since I was a kid, you know what I'm saying?
mm,
But it's just some shit you do for fun. It's like a motherfucker who's nice at basketball.
mm.
Everybody who's nice at ball isn't actually trying to go to the NBA.
Yeah, they
And
just
if
play
they
it.
are,
Yeah.
it doesn't start from the first time they picked up the ball and shot.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
It come when they actually sat down and make a conscious decision. Like, you know what?
Mm.
I think I could go pro with this shit. Let me actually give it a real shot. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? So I feel like probably like 2012
Uh.
I was really you know what I mean, trying to get my shit off.
All right, so to then, like back then, I always felt like I used to do blogs and stuff like that, and to me it was like you was always like the underground rapper. To me, like I didn't feel like you started breaking through no string with maybe like the Nose Candy series, and maybe a little bit after that. But like 2020, 2021 is when it was
Yeah.
like, all right, like you could go around any rap circle and like, oh, you don't know about Streets, you get what I'm saying? And like that became a thing. Like, what was like to you? What was like the breakthrough moment for you? Where it's like, oh yeah, I'm getting paid to do this shit now.
I would say really,
Mm.
as far as getting paid, that shit started probably when I put out the first Noise Candy.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? Cause I didn't really know about Bandcamp or none of that shit.
Mm.
I was just putting music out on SoundCloud, and then I'm like, oh, once I figured out how to put my music on Apple, then I'm like, okay, that's what it is. But then like, you know what I mean? I found out about this certain pocket of underground rap, and then I seen like, okay, the Bandcamp website, motherfuckers is putting music on the Bandcamp, putting their own price on it, and then letting it fly. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make some shit and I'm gonna test the waters. So then, I did I made a Bandcamp page and I just announced it. Like, you know what? My next music coming out on Bandcamp. And then I just started getting mad followers. Like, oh shit, all right. People actually like, okay. You know what I mean? All right, so then I dropped, matter of fact, it wasn't even Noise Candy one. I didn't even sell Noise Candy one. I put that shit on SoundCloud. I think it was Street Pharmacy was the first thing that I actually sold. You understand what I'm saying? And that shit really jumped out the gym. You understand? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I put the CD up there for like 30. I had a little marketing, scheme to it. You know what I'm saying? The Street Pharmacy shit. Cause at the time I was going through a court case, so I was in like a fucking drug program and shit. So I had to get piss tested 3 times a week. So I made the CD and I'm like, you know what? If I put the fucking, cause the bag is like, it say hazardous material and all shit. I'm like, you know what? I stole mad bags from the spot. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put the CD in the bag.
Yeah.
Cause this shit is dope. It's hazardous. You know what I'm saying? And I put that shit on a Bandcamp for $40. And all them shit sold like the first day. I'm like, oh, I got a wave. Yeah. So once I did that, that's what made me really that's what made me start going ham with like just releasing shit and having like cool little marketing strategies to add to the music to make people buy it. You know what I'm saying? But there's one thing I do want to say. It's funny, like, how you was saying, like, oh, you used to work for blogs and how you knew about me. And, yo, at that time, I didn't like. I was trying to get on blogs. Like that's the shit that always be like. I always find it funny. Like when I do an interview, and then like they be like, "Yo, we been heard about you." And I'm like, yo, that whole time I needed to get on fucking blogs. Like, how y'all knew about me? Y'all didn't put me on. Like, cause that was my whole goal. Like, yo, I need to get on these fucking blogs. And like now today, everybody who used to work for all the blogs I was trying to get on, they was like, yo, we knew about you, but it's like I didn't know that you can't just be like, yo, put me on the blog. Or send an email to the little email that they have like, you gotta have like a PR. I didn't know.
No, all right. So I'm not even gonna be on no Hollywood shit like, yo, you need a PR and shit like that. But I was getting like so many submissions. It's I don't know. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
No,
like, yo,
cause yo, it's it like as an artist, it be a point. It's like a learning process. In the beginning. You think you gonna get on cause you good. It's like, yo, I'm nice. Motherfucker just gonna put me where I need to be cause I'm dope. Like, being nice is only like 10% of this shit. You gotta know how to maneuver. You gotta know how to market yourself. You gotta know how to talk to people. You gotta know how to just strategize. You gotta move this shit like a product instead of being like, you know what? I'm a rapper. And
so when you first came out, you was just like, yo, I'm nice.
Yeah, I just felt like, yo, I'm nice. I'm the best. Like, y'all niggas gonna recognize it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because, like, from the outside looking in, you don't know that everything is a fucking story. I'm not saying everything, but majority of these artists that you see when you in the fan position trying to get on, them niggas got a whole story that they tell people in front of the camera. Like, you know what? How'd you get on? Well, you know, I just rapped and put a song out, and then somebody heard it, and they said, hey, the record label called my phone. Like, hey, come to the... That shit don't happen like that, man. So it's like, when you trying to get on as an artist in the beginning, you just automatically assume it's going to happen because you nice. So you go through a whole couple years of just trying to get on the wrong way. You understand?
Yeah, trial and error.
Yeah, so it's like my whole shit is trial and error. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So,
but they say it take about 10 years to become an overnight sensation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I heard 5. But
5? Okay.
Same shit.
Yeah, fact. All right, then.
Same shit. It's real.
All right, then. So I think like the move that I think caught a lot of people was obviously like you signing with Gunn and stuff like that. How did that Griselda relationship actually like cultivate and stuff like that?
I would say just pretty much being around like the right place at the right time and just, you know what I mean, like working, because it became a point where I didn't give a fuck who was watching. I'm just gonna put my shit out because I'm dope, and eventually, like, you know, like I'ma just make it undeniable. And then being at the right place at the right time, like I will always go to shows, or you know, like motherfuckers know me, so I'd end up performing here, or you know what I mean, I get familiar. I met Benny, I met fucking West just backstage at shows, you know what I'm saying? And then like I was at a party one day, you know what I'm saying? And then I was outside smoking, and then this nigga West just popped up. Like, I'm like, oh, what's good? He's like, I'm like, yo, I'm Rome Street. He's like, yeah, I know who you are, da-da-da. We exchanged numbers. And then, you know, Twitter. Because, like, this underground rap shit is,
but so
like,
big.
a nigga like Westside Gunn is at the top of it. So he going to be knowing what's going on in the industry that he's in. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, my name be around. And then he see me around, we chop it up, and then he just hit me one day like, yo, I got a track, you know what I'm saying? I want to get you on it. That was the Steve Burr shit. So he sent me that. I sent it back same day. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, shit hard, you know what I'm saying? He followed me on Twitter. And like Twitter is a place where you can see what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying?
It's the first. I tell people that all the time. That's the first. Yeah. That's
Twitter
the first with everything.
Really the place. If you work in Twitter, you know what I'm saying? So really, like somebody must have tweeted me. Or I can't remember something. It was like, yeah, Rome, you got to do an album with Westside Gunn or da-da-da-da-da. And just me talking shit on Twitter, I was like, yeah, if he did that shit, that'd be the best thing he ever did. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then one day, I was in Atlanta, and then I was doing a show in Atlanta, and he just hit me up randomly, like, yo, what's good? I'm like, shit, what up? He's like, yo, what we doing? I'm like, I'm like, yo, I'm in Atlanta right now. I'm about to do a show. He's like, what? He's like, yo, I seen you said some shit on Twitter. Like, oh, yeah, if I did an album with you, that'd be the best thing I ever did. He's like, yo, man. He's like, I like the confidence. He's like, yo, I did Pray for Paris. I did all this shit. You think that's going to be the best shit? He's like, you know what? He's like, yo, I respect it because that's some shit I would say. He's like, nigga, you ready to do this shit? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let's get it. You know what I mean? He came to the show. He seen me perform. We chopped it up. He was like, yo, you know, I want you to be down with Griselda. If, you know what I mean? If that's some shit you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, like, the fuck? Hell yeah. Why not play for the winning team? It's like if I'm busting ass on the black top, you know what I mean? Niggas like, yo, come play for the Bulls real quick. Like, all right, like, you know what I mean? The fuck?
That's a fact. All right, yo.
It's a no-brainer, really. You know what I'm saying?
So 2021 was a year like a lot of product for you, man. What thing to you, is that like a regular year, or is it like, all right, well, we just gonna flood the streets?
At that point, because, you know, like, it was the pandemic and all that shit was going on, I recorded my crib. So it was like, at the time, everything was quarantined out, can't go nowhere. I had nothing but music to make. And at that point, it's like the more music I put out, the more money I was making, because I'm selling a lot of vinyl. You understand? I'm doing a lot of physical things with the music. It's not more. It's not really the streaming shit. It's like, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm selling thousands of copies of records and CDs and fucking cassette tapes every time I drop something. So it's like, shit. That's how I'm eating. That's how I'm getting some bread every couple months. You know what I'm saying? And then plus, nobody's going to the club. Nobody's partying. People have more time to actually listen to the lyrics. Listen to, you understand? They're actually listening to the music instead of just hearing the shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I just see my audience. Like, I know I got an audience. Because, like, I would say, like, after, like, Noise Candy 3, shit really just started to bubble. You know what I'm saying? I seen, like, you know, getting on Complex and all the, like, not to just mention, like, other platforms on the shit. But, you know, like, just coming up, like, you know, like, even this, AllHipHop, like, nigga, I used to fucking go on AllHipHop faithfully just to stay in tune with what's going on, just to, you know what I mean? Just on the come up. So just me being here is a fucking milestone. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I was just like trying to get my shit off. Once I seen I had an audience and people loving my music, and I see it grow every time I drop something, it's like, you know what? I'm here. And I'm giving it to people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it really was.
So what stops you, like, now that you now that you're a little bit further ahead and people that you were trying to mess with before are now gravitating towards you, you're attracting them now. What stops you from being bitter? Because, you know, a lot of people will be like, fuck y'all. You fucking with me,
that's how the game go. That's really how the game goes, bro. You can't have a sense of entitlement with this shit, because you got to think about this. It's like, I was reading some shit. I don't even know if this is a super accurate number, but 75,000 fucking songs get uploaded to Spotify every day. Like, what makes you so special as an artist? Like, what makes you stand out? Regardless if you're nice, regardless if you can do this thing really good, like, what makes you the one people got to pay attention to? You really got to put in the work. It doesn't really matter if, you understand, just like you was like, yo, you knew about me when you was working on all these blogs, but 80,000 emails come in for the submission every day. So it's like, you're not going to read every single one of them. And let's say I know I sent you an email, but then I know you get 80,000 emails a day. And then I see you next week, and then you didn't hear my song yet. I can't be mad at you. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
you hear that? Because there's like, a couple cats that be mad.
You gotta, like, just in life in general, you gotta have an overstanding instead of an understanding with things sometimes.
Yeah, that's
you understand what I'm saying? Like, I just have a different mindset. I don't take it personal, because it's like, it's work. And I'm an artist too. There's people that be wanting to reach out to me, and I probably ain't tapped into them yet, but they've reached out. But I got so much shit going on, I can't hear everything. And when they meet me, they're like, oh, Rome, you didn't hear that email? Like, nah, I didn't get to it. You can't be mad at me, bro. I'm not a nigga that's sitting around doing nothing all day. You understand what I'm saying? So
don't
it's like,
pawn these jewels, people, please. This
and
is
then,
jewels right
and then listen, I put it like this. It's like, every level that you get to, there's always a new fucking workload. You understand what I'm saying? Before I got to this position in my career, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there was things that I did where it's an achievement. You understand what I'm saying? But now that I'm in a different level, there's other things that I might want to achieve.
Yeah.
You know, like for instance,
the shit that was an achievement is now regular to you.
Yeah, like put like this, like I was at a party the other day, right? Like an industry party or whatever. And then, like put like this, I wanted to get on Hot 97. There was a time I felt like the radio wasn't really playing my shit. I wanted like, you know, I wanted like Peter Rosenberg to know who I am. You understand what I'm saying? And then I had to put the work in, and now he know who I am. And now they play my shit on the radio. So now it's like, okay, now I'm here. I'm at this industry party, and then there's like a particular media person who has a high stature. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with one of my other rapper friends. You know what I'm saying? And then we there, and then the person come and say, yo, what up to my rapper friend?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But he don't say what up to me. He's probably heard my shit before, but he knows this person more than he know me.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I can't take it personal. I just got to put the work in to make my light shine where the nigga notice.
That's a fact.
So now I'm on this level. Other motherfuckers probably think, yo, Rome, you achieved everything. Yo, you here, you got signed up. But no, it's a whole nother, it's something else that I need to do now that I'm here to get me over there.
To that level. That's a fact.
I can't
Goals
take these things personal. Like, if I would have took it personal, like, yo, you don't know who I am? I'm this, that. He gonna look at me like, yo, this nigga's a clown. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, when he actually does come to us, like, yo, I would have put him on, but he did some corny ass shit. Like, you understand what I'm saying? You can't move like that.
That's a fact.
So at the end of the day, I don't take none of this shit personal, bro.
That's a fact. All right, man. So last year, man, I think you and Ransom made like a lot of like people's top 10 favorite albums list last year with that collab, man. How did that come together with you and Ransom?
Ran is the homie. I remember I first met Ransom at Cinematic, the record label. I was running around there, you know what I'm saying? Cause Cinematic, those the homies, you know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with them a lot, you know what I'm saying? Just working and just being at the studio chilling. Not even just on no being signed or nothing, just, you know what I'm saying? Just running around. And Ransom used to work there. So I was just there one time, and he was like, yo, I met him. He's like, yo, Rome, I fuck with your shit. Like, we got to get some shit in. You know what I'm saying? So, like, probably like a couple months later, he sent me a joint. That's how I ended up on the album, the first feature we ever done. You know what I'm saying? And then we just been sending joints back and forth because the fans just be like, yo, y'all got good chemistry on the records. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both sound crazy together. And then, you know, one day Ransom just tweeted like, yo, me and Rome got an album coming. And I was like, shit, we do?
We do?
Yeah. But then in my mind, I'm like, yo, that would be fire though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that really would be fire because just coming up, even before I really started rapping, like, I was a fan of Ransom, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, it'd be dope to kick it with Ransom and just go back and forth because, you know what I mean? Like, he's a motherfucker that a lot of people don't rap with because he be killing them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like just for me to know, like, where my pen is at, where I could just, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I already knew it was just going to be something dope, so I was just open to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, so how, I mean, like, did you guys do it in studio together?
Nah, we didn't do it in the studio together at all.
The song that you did with Shorty was trying to set you up and shit
Nope,
like that.
That
like,
was,
how the fuck do you?
We was sending that shit back and forth. You know what I'm saying? We Jedis with this shit. You know but this was during the time of the pandemic shit. And then we was just recording in the crib anyway. Like, before we even started doing it, you know what I'm saying? He asked me, he's like, yo, where you record at? I'm like, yo, I'll be recording in the crib, bro. Like, everything you heard me record, like all my latest albums, majority of that shit, I recorded that shit myself. You understand what I'm saying? Besides like the DJ Mug shit, but then half of that I did myself too, and then the other half I did with him. But like we just sending back and forth. Like that Claudine song, like we talked about it, like, okay, we going like this is the premise of the story. Like, all right, we just, you know what I mean? It's a chick that's trying to set us up. So he sent me a couple bars, and then I'm going to just go off of this. Yeah. So then I filled my part in, then I sent it back. And then we were just sending, like, each part, bit by bit, was literally just email.
That's
you understand what I'm saying? We just...
Can we get a video for that? We need a video for that one, man. That shit there. That story play out in your head already, man. I need a video for that shit.
Nah, that's
man.
some fire shit though.
That's a
man.
fact,
Some
man.
Tarantino shit.
That's so 2022, man. What's going on with Streetz?
Shit, this Griselda album. It's in the pot right now. I'm cooking that shit up.
Your Griselda debut?
Yes,
or is,
yes,
okay.
yes.
I got
You know
so
what
what's
I'm
the thing? What do we expect differently from Streetz with the Griselda stamp on?
This Rome Streetz on steroids. That's it. It's the Streetz on steroids. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I would say, what I did differently, I just went harder than I normally go because I know I have like a larger audience now. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know I'm so to speak, I know I'm in the league now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, I gotta ball on that level. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I gotta show and prove. You know what I'm saying?
You got a title for it?
Nah.
No title.
Not yet. And I'm not even joking. Like, not on some.
No,
I don't want to say.
you
Like,
want to be
I
secret.
really don't have a title.
Oh, okay. What,
but we working on it though.
What are we looking at?
I don't even know. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest. That's up to the wizard himself.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying, Mr. West. But looking soon, though. I'm not gonna say it's.
They drop all the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's really just like an assembly line. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So they just. I was wondering, like, it seems
line.
like a machine.
It's a machine
it seems like
on,
that.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it's coming, though. It's coming. Trust me. We got some. It's fire. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you. It's some of the. I always say this, but this is some of the best music I ever made. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it can be. I know the eyes that can potentially be on me. And you know what I'm saying? This shit is like 6 degrees of separation. Like, you gotta think about it. You know what 6 degrees of separation is?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
You know this person, that person, that person. Yeah.
So just within my whole journey of just doing this music shit, everything is coming very close. Like, I didn't know anybody who even knew somebody who knew somebody that would get me on allhiphop.com. Because I just used to, you know what I mean, look at this shit like how somebody's probably reading this shit right now, just, you know what I mean, into rap. And now I'm here. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't know anybody who fucking knew Jay-Z. You understand what I'm saying? And now it's literally 1 degree of separation. You understand? I didn't know anybody who knew Westside Gunn. I found Griselda just as a fan. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, I love this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's the music that I like to listen to. It's also the music that I make. You understand what I'm saying? So I gravitated towards it. And then I've met people that I fuck with to this day just off the fact that we both listen to Griselda. And then now I'm signed to Griselda. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like everything that's happening with this is just, you know what I mean?
You could tell like they all like the same music, man. Cause we was at the Benny release party, man. And the DJ had that shit sound like the Tunnel.
Yeah, hell yeah, it felt like the Tunnel. I never been. That's before my time.
Yeah, that's a fact. But the music like, that they was playing,
and not before my time. Like, I wasn't born while that shit was going on. I was just too young to get in when that shit was lit.
That shit was lit, man.
But I used to hear that. You know what's fucked up? The other day I came to a realization, like back in like the 90s, 2000s and shit, when Hot 97 was the shit, niggas listen to the radio. Not saying it's not the shit, but I'm saying like there was a point in New York where the radio was everything.
We say that
you
all
understand
the time.
What I'm saying? And like I didn't realize that after a certain time, they used to play the Tunnel on the radio. Like, they used to play what's going on in the club on the radio, but I never used to listen to that shit because it was just like, oh, they don't even play the whole song. He keep mixing over it. He keep talking over it. And I'm like, now I get older, it's like, damn, son, that was a Tunnel, like, on the radio. I miss
talking
all
about
of
the Monday night mixtape.
Yeah,
Monday
all
night
that
mixtape.
shit. Like,
when Slay was on, yeah.
Like, Flex used to do that shit, and they used to play that. Like, who was your Zodiac son? That's
that Fat Man Scoop joint. Yeah,
that ass. Like, I used to turn that shit off when I came on.
That's a fact. Oh man.
Now I missed all that shit.
That's a fact. Oh man. So all right. So besides the music, man, what other ambitions do you have?
Right now, I'm working on some fly shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to have my weed company popping.
Congrats.
Soon. You know what I'm saying?
Congrats.
I'm working on that. I don't wanna say the name of it, but that's like another endeavor outside of music that I wanna do. You know what I'm saying? The cannabis industry, because I was like, being from New York, and even now they talk about cannabis license, it's easier for you to get it if you've actually been arrested for weed. Like, I've been locked up for weed several times. You understand what I'm saying? So that's like an industry that, you know what I'm saying, I want to get into because it's legal now. I want to do some acting and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Even like, you know what I'm saying, modeling for brands, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with all that. It's not just rap. I like art. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Everything that got to do with entertainment and creativity, I'm down to be a part of it. Not just, you know what I'm saying, rapping. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
That's dope. All right, man. So what I need from you, I need to hear who's your top 5 dead or alive.
My top 5 dead or alive.
Yeah.
That's very difficult because that shit changes. Because I could name 5 rappers that's dead that I like before I even name 5 that is alive. You understand what I'm saying? And then it's like once I name a name, I'ma always feel like I left somebody out.
That's why
you
we
understand what I'm saying? So it's like my top 5 rappers
for today on St. Patrick's Day
on
2022.
Today in no particular order. Beanie Siegel. Westside Gunn. Nas.
Got 2 more. No pressure though.
Biggie.
Last one.
This should be hard, bro. This
I
question
know.
is stressful, bro. As soon as I say this last one, it's like, yo, I automatically gonna feel like there's somebody else I can name.
Yeah.
All right, yo. Big L.
Boom. All right, then that's a good list. That's a good list right there, man. I think
and that's just today.
That's on St. Patrick's Day 2022.
Right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like at 1:30 in the afternoon, at 2 o'clock, it might be different.
Whatever song come on in the car that make me like, oh shit,
you know what? I forgot about him.
Yeah, like that. That's you know what I mean?
I got you, man.
Favorite right there.
Yo, man. So before we get out here, man, let the people know what's available right now, cause it's a lot, man. And I'm not gonna run through this list, cause I might miss something. But let people know what's going on with you.
Rome Streetz in the motherfucking building. GXFR, Griselda, Bad Influence. Everything is available. Noise Candy 1, Noise Candy 2, 3, 4, Street Pharmacy, Contraband, Head Crack, Razor's Edge, Deaf and the Magician, Coupe de Gras, Joyeria, shit.
He
God's
can't even.
Eden,
I don't even feel
God's
bad.
Eden by Wavy the God. You understand what I'm saying? Hitler Wears Hermes 8. You know what I mean? All that shit is available, man.
Benny
if
just
Rome
dropped,
Street's name is on there, it's available. If it's down with the gang, shit. Burden of Proof, motherfucking Tanner Talk 4, motherfucking God Don't Make Mistakes. All that shit is out, man. All that shit is out. All that's available, man.
Yeah, man, congrats on the new success, man. Before we get another dope 10-year run from you, man. That's a fact, man.
I feel like I just got here.
That's a fact.
This is
the
year one of the run.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? We
so,
here, man.
So when you when the album drops, you get your spin back?
Yeah, hell yeah, of course, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
No problem.
This is a milestone in itself.
That's dope.
Shout out AllHipHop.com, man.
That's
Rome Street.
a fact, man. Your man Slap Shot you here. Once again, one behind the camera.
My guy
and we
Slap,
out.
man.
One.